Hey there, everybody. Thomas Wood with ValueCharts.com. It is Wednesday, March 2nd. We're going to take a look at a couple of the trades from the futures trading room today that worked out fairly well, and those were in crude oil. Also had some in RBOB during the same time period, and I personally was trading RBOB, not crude oil. But the first thing we were looking at is right off the bat, we had the petroleum status report was at 10:30. So before the petroleum status report, we leave it alone. We don't mess with crude before petroleum status report. We like to wait until afterwards. Well, here's where the announcement took place at 10:30. We see it shot straight down. We bounced. We put in this little dip here to form a little bit of support. All right, that support is at 33.96. So the short entry was the break below 33.96. And you see what happened is we broke through that, bounced back up to retest it, and then sold off to the lows. Then what ended up happening is we bounced again, turned around and broke through resistance in reverse trend. So our trend reversed and our trender pro, which is the indicator that paints our price bars, changed back to bullish, changed back to green, saying, hey, this should keep going higher. The long entry was the break above. Then the long entry was the break above 34.48, which we broke, retested, and then continued to climb. And then what ended up happening is crude oil went over and went sideways into this consolidation. And we were actually looking for crude to continue higher because of this vicious reversal we had from 33.60 all the way back up to 35 and a quarter or so. But we had resistance up at 34.96, and we're saying, okay, it's a long above 34.96 and it's a short below 34.77, because we had hit 34.77 three different times and we broke it on the fourth try. Ended up breaking through 34.77 and then sold off all the way down, back down to a low of 34.23. So not a bad move, about $500 contract back the opposite direction. But what I want you to notice about all these trades is they were all taken based on support and resistance breaks. That's why it's so important to understand where support and resistance levels are and how they work and how support resistance works within the market. And that's why reading price action is one of the most important things. If you do not know how to identify support resistance and you don't know how to identify trends or draw trend lines, there's a free webinar here on the Value Charts YouTube channel that you can go to titled Naked Trading. I would suggest going and watching that Naked Trading webinar, and what that'll do is that'll teach you all about reading price action, the fundamentals of reading price action, which is very important to actually trading and understanding where support resistance breaks are. So that's all I have for you for today. Have a great rest of the day, and until next time, happy trading.